welcome to your love reading for this time frame and of course any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my readings is always to be timeless. So today we're going to do a reading just on the fly here. I'm not going to do like a spread. I don't really know what's going to come forward, so I just want to pull from this oracle and this tarot deck that I have here, and we'll just see what comes forward. Okay, we have embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. Okay, bottom of the deck is acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay, so I feel like right now you guys have someone in your life where it definitely feels like a soulmate connection, in the sense where this is saying like through each other you find the missing pieces, because there's something about this person that they mirror you, is the feeling I'm getting. They compliment you. They show you what you're missing within yourself. Okay, so that can have like challenging aspects, right? Because sometimes when people mirror us, it can be triggering. Okay, but with this word here saying embrace, I feel like it's supposed to be a loving energy. So try not to look at this person through the lens of resentment or hatred, even, where we oftentimes get frustrated with people who are mirroring us. So there's supposed to be like a loving energy here of, okay, this person is showing me what I'm missing, but I'm not supposed to resent them for it. Okay, so let's say someone is rejecting you, or not choosing you. That's usually a reflection of us not choosing ourselves, right? It's a lesson of self-love in that sense. Okay, so especially with this message at the bottom of the deck with acceptance is the key to inner peace. So sometimes we have to accept the fact that maybe this person isn't the one, but they're teaching me something about myself that I need to fill, instead of waiting for them to fill that void. Okay, so there's definitely like a lesson of surrendering, because this says there's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So I do get this feeling of like frustration there, because maybe you're trying to make something work with this person, but it's not clicking, it's not working. And again, sometimes we're not meant to be with these soulmates because they're just teaching something to us. So I feel like right now they're with this like message of, at times we must accept things as they are. I do get like frustration, like I'm saying, because you're expecting a certain outcome from this person, this connection, but you're not getting it. So there's something you have to accept here. There's something you have to let go of, because you don't have control over it. You don't have control over changing this. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say about this. But I do feel like this person is supposed to lovingly show you what you're missing. And you're, of course, showing them this. Okay, so it's a mirrored effect. You're also triggering this person in a sense. You're showing them what they're missing. Okay, so you'll know what that is. So let's go ahead and see what wants to come forward. We have the Four of Swords, and it says snow fungus, tremolo vitriformis, which I'm assuming is the scientific term of that flower. So Four of Swords coming out, yeah, again with that message of embrace. Again, that message of surrender. You have no control over this. I feel like the more you try to control the situation, the more you try to the more you try to figure something out about this connection, the more the universe is sort of forcing you, or at least encouraging you to slow down, rest, reflect with this Four of Swords. I'm just looking to see if there's any more details in the imagery there. Okay, we also have Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay, so you could be dealing with someone who is very impulsive, maybe a runner, okay? Someone who's in and out of your life. And maybe you're trying to control that. Maybe you're trying to control the fact that they're not being consistent. Maybe their flightiness is triggering some response in you. And you have no other choice but to just surrender and let go, and not try to make this person do something. Then we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is good. I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you're trying to stay grounded, even though this person is being flighty, being inconsistent. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be the case. Flip the roles if you have to, of course. I feel like you're someone who's really structured, very goal oriented, and you're dealing with someone who's a bit flighty, a bit reckless, even, and they could be mirroring that aspect in you. Maybe this person is coming into your life to let loose a little bit, not take life so seriously, especially if you're a little bit more rigid. Okay. You could have like a really stable career, a really good head on your shoulders. Not that this person doesn't, but I feel like this person is more spontaneous, more adventurous, and they could be teaching you that to be more spontaneous, and vice versa. You could be teaching them that they need to be a little bit more grounded and have more stability in their life. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. Yeah, so I do think this person, this connection is triggering some feelings of abandonment, of feeling left out in the cold, not getting what you want essentially from this person. Okay, but when you're feeling that, when you feel like this person isn't giving me what I want, that's definitely a moment for you to reflect and ask yourself, what is it that you're not giving to yourself that you're expecting from this person? Okay, we have the Hierophant. So tradition, security, conventionality. So again, I feel like that's your energy. So Taurus energy is coming through strongly. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Who's this? Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, and then Temperance. So we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles and then Temperance. So I feel like the earthy energy is you. Okay. You're wanting stability. You're wanting consistency. Okay. I like how this Knight of Pentacles is someone working out at the gym. So yeah, I feel like you're putting in effort in this connection and this person possibly isn't. And with Temperance, I feel like you're giving them the benefit of the doubt. I feel that you're, with moderation, you're giving to the connection. So you're not over giving either, but you're definitely putting an effort showing that you want this to go somewhere. Okay. Because with the King and the Queen of Pentacles energy coming out, I feel that you want that stability. You want your divine counterpart. You want someone who can match your vibe, match your frequency, match your freak, right? And you're dealing with the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person may not be the best person for you. They may not be able to match that. They're just in a different frequency as you. We have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Oh, excuse me, Six of Cups. Okay, so there could be a past life contract with this person, past life soulmate, and that could be the intensity that you feel for them, the attraction that you feel for them. There's a soul level recognition there. So that could be like the feelings you have for them. And sometimes when we reunite with our past life soulmates, we have this love for them, right? And we don't want to let go of them. But oftentimes, these past life soulmates, not all, of course, but some, most, they come in and teach us something and then they leave again. Okay. So I feel like this person is maybe reflecting back to you that if you do want a more stable connection and you can clearly see that they're not giving you that, then that's your message to let go. That's your message to allow this to end if it's not serving you, if it's not giving you what you want, what you deserve. Instead of waiting around for them to eventually catch up to you, I can tell you now this Knight of Wands is not catching up to your King and Queen of Pentacles energy anytime soon. And I feel like you're being patient with this Temperance card. You're being patient, and the universe is kind of saying, like, what are you waiting for? This person isn't going to give you what you're looking for. They're reflecting to you what you're missing in your life, but it doesn't mean that they're going to give you what you're missing. We have Six of Swords coming out for this person's energy. Yeah, so I feel like this person is trying to gain some truth and clarity in their life right now. They're looking for answers. I feel like they're seeking answers within themselves. Um, they may even have like an honest conversation with you. You might be a bit surprised that they're the ones that are going to end it or have ended it. With the Six of Swords, I kind of feel like it's a truth that comes in, may even be a bit impulsive with their energy. It's like it kind of comes out of nowhere. They could be the ones to end things, and that's what leaves you feeling abandoned and being forced to surrender and accept how things are, because this person comes in and ends things. And I feel that if they end things, it's because they see that you are at such a higher frequency than them. You're at a different frequency. You're in that Queen of Pentacles energy, and they're just nowhere near that. Okay, it's like if you're at a doctorate level and they're like just graduated high school type of energy. It's like, how can you make that work? Right? Energetically, of course. And they know that, they see that. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, if this person is very wishy-washy with you, very in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that's why. They're not sure if they can match your frequency. They're trying to. They're trying to juggle and like keep up with you. But I definitely feel like for you, it's a lesson to like understand that when something isn't working, you don't need to force it. There's nothing to be patient for because there's no end game with this person. Three of Cups. Okay, but this person is fun, right? I think you guys are really, really good friends. There's a friendly connection here. There's something joyful about this connection, and that could be what you're hanging on to. You're like, this person's fun, I love being around this person, they bring joy in my life, there's a lot of love. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Okay, we have some passion there. Okay, yeah, yeah, I do think there's a lot of like passion, emotions. We have the King of Cups, the King of Wands as well. Okay, so this person, I see what the problem is. This person has everything you're looking for when it comes to like sex life, the emotional vulnerability. That could be also something that you really like about this person. It's like they're really emotionally open. But when it comes to giving you that structure that you're looking for, that long term stability, I think that's where they're lacking. And that could be what's essentially causing a strife between the two of you. And maybe there's some frustration there. It's like, wow, this person has everything that I'm looking for, but maybe that long-term stability isn't there. And maybe you're trying not to judge this person for that. Maybe that's where you gave them a shot, because maybe in the past you've dated those people that have that long-term stability, right? That like material success, and they didn't have the emotional availability. So maybe you're giving this a different shot here. Maybe you're trying something different with this person, but still, there's still something missing, right? And I think that's what it is. You want someone with the whole package, and you deserve someone with the whole package. Okay, you deserve someone who is going to give you that great sex life, that emotional availability, and the long-term stability. You deserve all of that. And maybe you started to settle with this person because you felt like, well, if I can't have the long-term stability, maybe I can provide that for myself and this person. But still, something feels off. I think because you know deep down inside that you shouldn't settle. Okay. So let's see. What are the closing remarks? What's the advice? Ah, Three of Pentacles. Why is it all about money? Yeah, why is it about money? Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I think it's because the stability is important to you and this person. This imagery is so funny how this little alien guy is presenting the Three Pentacles here. He looks proud of himself. um, yeah, you deserve someone who's going to give you the stability, okay? Because even in this one, Ace of Pentacles, Salt Bay over here is like throwing dollars, dollar bills. So you deserve it all, is the message I'm getting here. It's like you deserve the whole package. Don't settle for anything less. Okay. Because this Knight of Wands is not going to be able to give you that. I mean, they have no pentacles on their side. Okay. They just have cups and wands. So I do feel like they're a very tender person, very like loving, soft spoken, a good time, very attractive too with that King and Knight of Wands over here. It's like they're sexy, they're a good time. I get it. Like I get it. I feel the energy and I'm like, I get it. I would probably give them the time of day too. But I wouldn't settle down with them, is the feeling I'm getting. Okay. And you deserve everything. You deserve someone who has that energy, but is also someone that can be a long-term partner, someone you can build a life with. Okay, be your baby mama, baby daddy if you're into that. So I think that's the message here. It's like there's still something missing, because if it's not everything on your wish list, then it's not this person. Like they're not your person. And I think that's just a straightforward message. All right, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it gave you the clarity and insight that you were looking for at this time. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you would ever like a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. My Etsy shop is always open, regardless if I'm posting on YouTube or not. So if you ever want a reading with me, please check out the Etsy shop. And that is all I have for you guys. I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.